Benvenuti, fellas and bellas all over the world. Welcome to another episode of the Napoli Rant. I am Raff Biz, joined by my co-host, Vicar Rafa Rispo.
What is up, Raff Pizzarro? Come stai oggi?
Tutto okay, tutto okay. Hello to you, sir, and everybody in our chat, as well as our audio listeners. Let's get this rant on the road. As we all know, this weekend, Napoli defeat Salernitana in the Derby del Gulfo. What is it? Did I say that right?
Due Golfi? The Derby Campagna? The Campagna Derby? I don't know. There's a couple of editions
like
of
that,
the Campagna
right?
Derby.
Well,
yeah, the Derby Due Golfi, I think they call it. But whatever.
We
the
won
Smackdown in Salerno, right?
The Salerno Smackdown, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's get our first comment up. Antonio Arcamoni in the house. I think you're like 3 for 3 this week on this month.
Yeah, first commentator. That's right.
Early day tomorrow for our West Coast peeps, definitely.
Yes, that's
9 a.m.
true.
9 a.m. game.
9:45. Yeah, a.m.
That's not terrible.
It's not bad. It's better than 6:30. Well, it's better than next weekend against Empoli at home. It's going to be 3:30 a.m. for the West Coast guys. It's a 6:30 game. So yeah.
Rocco, ciao tutti. Rocco here, and I'm also commenting for Paul.
Commentating for Paul and Ali. Najee Prats. Oh, he made a new YouTube, huh? My son that I didn't know about.
Oh, he got one. Finally.
That's his favorite. I guess his favorite football player is Najee Harris from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a Steelers fan, so and he does pretty cool edits for his Snapchat or TikTok or whatever, but he does them. So he's a mini Biz in the making with the edits and stuff like that. Yeah, he does really well with it. Yeah,
Rocco, guys, look out for Rocco. He's the future of Napoli.
That's right, he is. We got to bring them in one of these.
Tony Falco, good evening, fellas. Forza Napoli and Forza Napoli to you, Tony.
Carmelo,
early?
Thank
I
you.
know.
Nobody could talk to him about being early, man.
That's true. Carmelo, you're a trooper, sir. Carmelo's probably eating breakfast right now. I know
right now. Ham and eggs, steak and eggs.
Love steak and eggs, by the way.
Steak and eggs.
We had steak and eggs at work the other day. It was wonderful.
Beautiful. Speaking of work, how's it going, man? Talk to me about it really quick.
Going great. We're doing good. We'll wait till the end of the show, but I want to.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right.
Let's get a streak going. Foxtrot says winnable games coming up before the break. Certainly. Ben M. Good evening, morning, fellas. Ben, where are you? Let us know. Try 5:45. Carmelo, you're a trooper.
He's probably in Australia as well, Ben. Right? He said good morning.
But try turning down your mic. It's buzzing. Your mic.
Who's buzzing? That?
That's what Vince says.
Oh, okay. I don't hear it, but all right.
I don't know. I hear something in my headphones every time you talk. I don't know.
Me? Oh shoot! I got the good old fashioned AirPods going, so I don't know. Maybe if I don't know if I can adjust my mic here. Hang on just a second.
Anyway, guys, let's talk about we're going to get into the game real quick. We'll get our beast of the match in here, and we'll talk a little bit about tomorrow's game. But the aftermath, Napoli defeats Salernitana. And I want to get out. Yeah, your mic is buzzing, and now your camera is off.
So all right. No, hang on. How about now? There I am.
You're back.
Not sure what to do with the camera though. Maybe.
You're back on. You're back on. You're good.
Well, the buzzing noise. I don't know. Hey. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Turn your volume down, guys. Yeah, it's buzzing a little bit too bad.
All right, hang on. Let me fix this.
All right, I'm gonna go. You do your thing, real quick. Rafa, let me. I'm gonna tell. Hey, everybody, riding solo. I want to. I'm gonna get. Oh, Paulie's in here. What's up, Paul? Guys, I want to get everybody's opinion on this game here. Now, we had a couple rants going on in the Discord. It was a lot of fun, but I'm trying to figure out how everybody's feelings was with this game. I mean, all right, a win's a win, and it doesn't matter how you get the 3 points, and we're putting the pressure on the top of the table. And Me personally, I wasn't too excited about the game. I had to watch it today. Now, hold. Let's give Rafa another shot here. Rafa, testing, 1, 2, 3. Now I can't hear you at all, bro. You're muted.
Whoa. How about now? Better?
No, no, still buzzing.
Still buzzing. I adjusted the volume, so I'm not
All
sure. Hold on.
Let us know.
Hold on. I can do it.
3 points versus Seri. What's up, Napoli Nation? Is this Dan? What's up, Dan? Ciao, Joseph.
How about now, Rafi Biz?
Still, whatever.
Maybe I'll go out and come back in.
Yeah, go do that. Let me. I'm gonna talk to the chat real quick. See if we can resolve this. All right, we'll give Rafa there a minute. Sorry, live TV. You know how it goes. But I guys, it's like Antonio says. It's like going through menopause. Highs, lows, hot and cold. I agree with that one. For me, it was boring. This game should have ended 5-0. Okay, I appreciate the win, guys. I don't want to sound unappreciative of the win. I love my Napoli. But I need to rant about something here because I'm not going to just accept the old, win's a win. It doesn't matter how it looks. I just, I'm done with that shit. Because this game should have ended like 4-5-0 easily. Easily. We should have destroyed this team. This team's given up I think I did the math. It was like over 20-something goals so far. Rafa, just give me a thumbs up when you're ready back there, all right? I mean, we were connecting great in front of the goal. The passing was good. Our pressing was good. No goals. All right, let me see. Rafa.
All right, what do you think now? Better?
Doing great. We did it. We did it.
There you go.
We did it.
Just needed to screw with the technology, which sucks, but it's okay.
All
right, and
Rocco's saying we should have won 6-0. Ochoa is still that guy.
I say this. Well, listen, Rocco.
He's
Rocco
right.
is
Ochoa is still that guy, and he played great. The both of you are right there, but
listen, it should have been at least 4. We had Politano hit the we had both Politano hit the post.
Drinking French Alp water because I'm fucking drinking French water now.
That's a you problem, brother. You got French.
It's only good out of France right now. Yeah, it's only good thing coming out of France right now is this effing water.
Listen, here's the deal, okay? And I don't know where you were going with this with the game analysis, but
I need to drink like 3 coffees to get through it. That's where I was going.
I mean, I saw a Napoli that passed very well in the first half. Vinny goes, you can only beat who's in front of you. We played a strong game. Could easily have been 4. Obviously, we need to do that versus a better team now. Yes. And to me, Salernitana really didn't pose a threat at all. Like, I think it was a lot of maybe if you want to call it a lot of mistakes by Napoli in the final third. They could have scored a lot more. But we got it done. We made substitutions timely. I think everybody that was I think so. Yeah. 68th minute, Giovanni Simeone comes in. Elmas in the 69th. Lindstrom in the 77th. We could have made one more sub. We did.
We only made 4. Lobotka played 90 minutes again. You know what? Hold on. I want to read Joseph's a comment here. They have a duty to win and take all 3 points before the next break. The first big cycle of games will be next, and it will be to tell all how Napoli have progressed with Garcia.
Yeah, well, by the time we get to the 77th minute, the whole front 3 is gone, right?
Right.
And he's right. I mean, to get the 3 points is important, especially in the position that we're in, So I'm not really going to blame Garcia for doing what he did, and putting the strongest team he could out there and making sure that they secured the win. Again, in the first half, it was all Napoli. There was a lot of shots. There was a lot of, chances. In the second half, Salernitana, I mean, it was more. Let's put it this way: second half was a little more boring than the first half, where Salernitana didn't have much. I mean, Meret didn't face that many shots. It says here he had 3 saves, which I don't even remember any of the
I
saves
don't
he
remember
made.
the saves. Were they even saves, or were they just like
No,
he caught the
at
ball
one
rolling
point.
to him, and like to me, first of all, I mean, well, last of all, we missed
Mm.
a 3v0. We
Oh
missed a
yeah,
3 on
well,
0. I mean,
that was pathetic.
is
There's no way to.
Simeone that
There's no
cold?
other way to slice that.
Is
Yeah, yeah.
Simeone that's not even Garcia. That's not Garcia's fault. I mean,
No.
well, maybe it's Garcia's fault for not playing Simeone as much, and the guy's psychologically is all messed up right now. But here we go again. We're playing every 3 days. We play the same 11 as last week, right? With the exception of Natan, right? Because he got the red card. And I think Oliveira started, right? But
Yeah.
when does Lindstrom get a start? You got Union tomorrow.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ralphie, I know, but who do you
But if
start him
we can't,
for? Red hot Politano or red hot
yes,
Kvaratskhelia?
for Politano, man, give the guy
Mm.
a break for a minute. Give the guy
Does he want a
Lobotka play
break?
90 minutes. Lobotka plays 90 minutes, and we only use 4 substitutions.
Yeah.
We were using Gaetano not long ago. Let him play a few minutes. Let him get a little bit of burn. Simeone, I wonder. Here's the deal. I'm gonna forgive the starting lineup against Salernitana if Mario Rui starts, Giovanni Simeone starts, and maybe Lindstrom starts. Because if they don't, this game was just foolish, and I'm afraid we're gonna lose
But
somebody to an injury.
how do we know Simeone scores against Salernitana? Listen, it's
I
Salernitana,
don't
right?
know. I don't know.
They have no wins, right? I think they have something crazy like 6 goals in Serie A so
Yes,
far.
they're like
No wins.
their plus
They're the
minus is
whipping
like
boys.
6 for like 24 or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't,
But I was it a mistake starting Raspadori? He got the goal in the 13th minute. Was it a mistake playing Lobotka? He got the assist for the goal. Was it a mistake to put Oliveira in? He was man of the match, got the assist for Almas, who came off the bench. Like I don't know, man. I honestly,
focus, yeah.
Garcia out maybe, but in this game, I mean, listen, I don't think he did that bad. Honestly, and you know me, I'm good. I haven't held my tongue this year about Garcia at all. I'll tell you how it is.
Our
I
stats
don't
are
know if
pretty
he got
good
it
too.
right.
Napoli stats are actually pretty decent, funny
Well,
enough.
no, man, that's what I'm saying. And look, we got to
That's
see
crazy.
Romani and Ostigard together.
But
You know,
it's here. Hold on. Hold on. I got a couple comments I want to go. Here,
well,
I want to read
go ahead.
Carmelo's, so I'm sorry, Rafa. Guys,
No,
I haven't
no, no,
said
no.
much this season, but I feel the season is main problem is motivation for the players, and that's the thing I want to touch on. I mean, Garcia is a bum, of course, lol. But after what we achieved last year, it's hard to get up. That
I don't
it's
know about. I mean, I can see where he's coming from, but I don't know if that's even the case. I don't know if that's the case because you see guys when they score how they celebrate it. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the case for certain players. Anguissa absolutely looks different from last year,
uh-huh.
and as hot and cold as he was last year, this year it's just been freezing. You know what I mean? Um, some players, yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I think these guys are doing what they can with what they've got in the bench. Like I honestly think that they're playing well despite Garcia, and if they don't play well, it's because of Garcia. And um, yeah, man. I mean, Politano's playing out of his mind. Raspadori scoring goals left and right. This is a first time in Raspadori's career that he scored in 3 straight games. Right in his professional career, it's the first time ever.
Yeah, because
You know,
Osimhen is injured and he's
I
getting the
know, but
playing time.
exactly. But he got playing time last year too, and with Simeone, right? And
Mhm.
he didn't score in 3 straight games. He's scoring beautiful free kicks, and
Did he play
you
3
know,
straight games? Like, did he start
nah.
even
I
3 straight
mean,
games
I'm
last
not.
season?
We'd have to go back and check. But still, the
I don't
point
remember.
I'm trying to make is these guys are. I feel they're still motivated. Look at Elmas, right? He's been getting no minutes. Then all of a sudden, you see him coming on the field little by little, and now he got to go off the bench, which is what he did the best last season, right? That second goal, man, in the second half, the Oliveira, took the ball back and gave it to Elmas right at the halfway line. Elmas took it in for himself, buried it. Said, here's the second goal right here.
Which
Take
says
this,
a
Ochoa.
lot about Salernitana. I mean, I love Elmas. He's my son, but if Elmas can do that to you, man, your team's in your back line is in big.
But no, Ralph, because Elmas was doing it last year. Elmas was doing it last year too.
He was
the top goal scorer off the bench.
He was.
I think in Serie A. I'm not. I still haven't checked that stat. I might look that up. But I'm telling you, man. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I really feel like he gets it wrong. Again, in my opinion, this is my opinion, right? From what I can see, if if Rudy Garcia gets the substitutions timely, if he gets it right, I know he only used 4, I know, and I know where you're going, Ralph, because I know how you feel about some of these players playing 90 minutes and then they go off and get hurt. It's happened, so you have a reason to be worried about that because it's happened already this season, right?
A lot.
But at the end of the day, we have to play it out and see if it happens, right? If Lobotka turns up injured next game, then then we can talk about this, right? But at the same time, when Garcia is on, when Garcia and the players are meshing well, they're playing well. So, it's when he does these bonehead things.
Rafa, it was Salernitana. We got Union tomorrow, and we only made 4 substitutions.
I understand that, Ralph. I understand that. But when you have to lock
the book had a great game, by the way.
He
fantastic
did.
Game.
Fantastic. When you got to lock a game down, Ralphie boy, especially the position that we're at now, again.
But it's Salernitana. We shouldn't have even been in that position.
I know it's Salernitana. I know
these guys should have been off the pitch in the 45th minute. We should have fucking turned over the whole team.
Okay, but you got Guillermo Ochoa, who's one of the best goalkeepers in Serie A. Never mind the fact that they give up so many goals. Never mind the fact that he plays on Salernitana. Ochoa is still one of the best keepers in the league. And that's a fact. Look at how many saves he makes every game. It's just that they take so many shots. Some are bound to go in, and then Salernitana can't score for anything.
How many goals did he give up this season, Rafa? He's given up like 20. Did he start every game? Because if he did, he's given up already 20 some goals.
You can't put that solely on the goalkeeper. Defense is trash, and and he makes many saves.
I'm not saying that. No, you're right, but that means we should be able to beat the
It's Salernitana. It should have been 4-0 in the first half, but it wasn't. It was 1-0. Okay? So you still have to secure these points, Ralph, because if God forbid Salernitana, and we know Dia can score at any moment. We've seen that, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's Napoli, usually keepers that suck turn into prime Buffon against Napoli.
It's true.
Teams that don't get wins, like I've seen people say things like Union Berlin is on a 12-game losing streak in all competitions. They won their first 2 games in the German league, and they've lost every game since, right? So what are they going to do? Come to the Maradona and probably steal a point from us, right? Because it's Napoli, this is what happens, right? So who's to say Salernitana couldn't pull one out of their, a rabbit out of the hat and get a goal and tie the game? Now we've got cold guys like, Simeone on the field, and all that. That's why he had to bring Elmas in with him. What I'm trying to say is this: with Carmelo, I think Carmelo might have said it, or someone else said it. With the stretch of games we have coming after this international break, we have got to be inside top 4. And if that means play the starters against Salernitana and then Empoli next week, that's what that means. You know what I mean? It just has to happen. It has to happen.
Let me read Anna's comment. Anna S. says, expecting a 4-0 win is unrealistic given what has occurred this season. That's what I'm saying. Politano is one of top players at the moment, which is crazy. I'm adding that if you're on the audio listener. But let me just read out Anna's comment full through without my ad-libbing. Anna S. says solely, expecting a 4-0 win is unrealistic given what has occurred this season. Politano is one of the top players at the moment, Imagine heading into tomorrow with a loss. I understand your point. This ain't last year's team. It is last year's team. Most of it.
It's last
Everybody on
year's
the
team, but
everybody on the
it's
pitch was last year's team, with the exception of Ozzy not playing. 4-0 win was very realistic. And Anna, by the way, thank you for your comment. I'm sorry I'm roasting you right now. I appreciate it.
no, no,
And the
no.
fact that
This
Politano is
season
our
is
top
different.
player right now, to me, says everything. I mean, it says
It's
everything.
different. It
So,
is different, though. She's right. It is different. It's different.
so an unrealistic
There's a
4-0
different
win
feel.
against Salernitana. Politano, our top player, and going into a loss after them tomorrow. Anna's right. And the fact that she is right is what scares me, man. And like I said, I don't think this is all Garcia's fault, by the way, guys. You got to take, I mean, some of the passing lately, the turnovers, the giveaways, for the counterattacking that we're going up against. I mean, is that tactics? Is that the players making weak passes, not knowing where they are, guys? Like, if let me, I'll bring another question to the chat. If you can just name one thing and only one thing, please. I know a lot of you guys like to give me 3 or 4. Just give me one of your biggest gripes right now with the team other than Rudy Garcia. Please just tell me. Let's hold the team accountable for a moment and let me know. And Rafa, please answer this with me. Do you hold the team accountable for anything? And I can't believe we're talking this after a win, but I need to rant because I don't want the whole we won and it was 2-3 points. Great. I don't care. Let's talk shit a little bit. Is there anything? Let's rant. I want to rant. I want to
You're
rant.
losing
Man.
me a little bit. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I want to rant a little
You're
bit.
losing me, dude.
Why am I losing you?
Because you got a team like Juventus that scores a goal and then parks the bus. And it works and they win and it's ugly. I watched that Juve game against Fiorentina. It was terrible. It was so bad. At one point, it had me questioning if Vincenzo Italiano is even the answer because he had nothing against Juve. But I brought it to a chat, and this particular person says to me, "Look at what Juve did. They were strategically where they were at all times." And it's a system that works, and it's boring, and it sucks, and it's ugly, and it's terrible. But guess what? They're in second place behind you, Inter, by 2 points. So it freaking works. You know what I'm saying? You take a win the way you can. Napoli have not been the Napoli of old last season. So a 2-0 win against Salernitana where it could have been 6 and they had no threat against us, I will take that as right now, especially the fact that we gained 4th place with it.
Okay.
And Atalanta couldn't capitalize and catch us. You understand? Like we're solely in 4th place for the first time this season right now. And another win against Empoli will have us in. By the way, Milan, who has to play against. Hang on, looking it up now. Milan has to play against Lecce next game, which in Lecce, which is no slouch. I mean, they've gone on a little slide, but they're still a tough team. If Milan don't get points, we're in 3rd going into the break at November. Okay. So this win against Salernitana, no matter how we got it, I'm taking it.
Okay.
I'm taking it. I know you're upset, and I know why you're upset. And I'm going to let you rant about Rudy Garcia, but in my opinion, I don't think he does this week. I don't think he deserves it. Overall, yeah, for sure he deserves it. And if he has a bad stretch of games, like we got to come back from this November break. We got to come back guns blazing. We can't drop anything. The minute we drop something, it's Garcia out again for me. But go ahead, man. I know how you feel. I know.
I'm afraid because I don't think losing our starters is going to be good. Look, a lot of people right now are talking about Carmelo's going to, I want to read this out with Carmelo Frazetto. See, the problem is you said we're solo in 4th. This is a problem. We're happy to be 3rd or 4th again.
No, but Carmelo, with the way we started, yes. Right now, yes, I'm happy to be 3rd or 4th. No. Overall, am I happy to be 3rd or 4th? No. But we all knew that we weren't going to be first. We weren't going to be Inter where they are right now. right? 9 wins, a loss, and a draw. We knew that going in, that history was not going to repeat itself. Even if we were 9-1-1, Inter would be 9-1-1 with us. You know what I'm saying? So, no, am I happy with the way we started the season? Absolutely not. But am I happy that we're in fourth right now instead of fifth, sixth, seventh, and not getting points? And it looked like we were going to lose to Milan. God, man, what if we didn't come back against Milan? Where would we be right now? We would be in sixth, but with Bologna, chilling with Bologna. Would you be happy there? We got the point against Milan. We fought, we clawed, we did it. Despite everything, Osimhen out, Rudy Garcia messing up this team, all these plays, Anguissa not playing the way he's supposed to, Natan with not starting, Juan Jesus, Rahmani injury, Meret blunder, this, that, everything. With everything that happened, will I take this right now? Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, I'll
Fair
take this
enough.
right now.
So do you think now? All right. Let me respond to that answer now. So is it that things are not that bad and we're just wanting to kind of see the same Napoli that because listen, Napoli last year first half was like one of the best we've ever seen, and now we see what we're seeing now. And despite still not being that far off of first place, I mean, we're only like 2 games back.
It's
It's
7 points, so a little over
and
2.
right. So all right. So let's just say 2.5 for argument's sake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that us fickle natured Napolitani tifosi are just being that fickle natured Napolitani tifosi? Is that what it is? Are we
And for
just
the audio listeners who can't hear me, I am
he's
nodding
bobbing
my
his
head
head on
yes.
yeah.
I'm about to break my neck. Break your neck. What's that, Buster Rhyme? Break your neck. Ooh,
Break your neck.
Listen. Fickle is not the word. Despite last season, because last season nobody was fickle. Everybody was happy.
Yeah.
Fickle is not even the way to begin to describe Napoli fans. Incredibly fickle. Incredibly pazzo.
Is there another word for fickle? Does anybody in the chat know another word that's like
I'm sure
like
Allie does.
like
We'll get it. We'll
like
get it. We'll
fickle?
get a
Yeah, ask the
response from her.
manager. Ask our GM.
She's listening. She'll tell you.
Allie, I need to know, is there any word for fickle
Listen,
that's more strong?
there's points to make for both sides though. There is right because for real, Rudy Garcia is average manager. He's an average manager, and he's at his average numbers and points per game, right?
Okay.
He's that's what he's doing right now. So this is an average Rudy Garcia team, right? But
Fickleissimo. There we go.
let's not forget Luciano Spalletti, who also was pretty much Rudy Garcia-esque when it comes to his CV, right? His resume. Okay. In year 1, got us, played well with us, and then in year 2 won the title, right?
Okay.
I think Garcia needs to have this year 1, but in my opinion, he doesn't get a year 2 just because of everything that's been going on, right? Unless they turn it around like nuts. But here's the thing. In 11 games, we're 6 wins, we're 3 draws, and we're 2 losses, right? So when you think about it, oh man, it's 6 wins. That's good. But at the same time, it's three draws, 2 losses. That's literally half the amount of draws and losses we had last season. We ended up with 6 draws and 4 losses last season. So we're already at the halfway mark, a quarter into the season when it comes to losses and draws. But we're second in the league in goals scored. We're only behind Inter in goals scored, and then we're only behind them by 3 goals. We have 24 goals scored. I mean, can we really complain?
Which is like second in the league, only behind, and even our average goals, I think, are like 0.3 behind Inter
Dude,
right now.
Listen, not for nothing, right? But Juventus, okay, they're in second right now with 26 points. They have 17-4 and 6 against. Like we have 7 more goals than they have scored, and they have double the goals given up, or half the goals given up. But this Juve team did something similar to this last season. They just got caught being shady, and that's the only reason they're not in Champions League. That's the only reason they didn't finish third last year.
Okay.
Or even second, right? So you've got Inter, who we all knew was beefed up and was going to be Inter. We all knew it, right? With all the moves they made. You got Juve, who's doing the same thing as they did last year. And you got Milan, who started off strong, but is slipping now. We're 1 point behind Milan. One, right? And they're slipping. I don't care that they beat PSG today. They are slipping in this league. So, and we're right there. So it's not like all is lost, man. Like, listen, again, we may not win the Scudetto this season, but we're going to finish strong. We're going to do well in the Champions League. We might win the Coppa Italia. I'll take it. I'll take it. Trust me. Listen, I'd rather do the double than the Scudetto. I'd rather regain our Scudetto for sure, or retain our Scudetto. But it may not happen this year. So what we can do is aim for the highest we can. Start getting wins. Start getting confident. Ride this wave out. Get Osimhen back. Then we lose him again. Ride that wave out. We can do it. What I'm trying to say, Ralph, is that we can do it. We've proven that we can do it.
Okay.
Even despite Rudy Garcia. So we just got to do it. That's it. No more mental lapses. No more. And Rudy Garcia needs to stop making stupid decisions, because that's what's going to be our downfall. Okay. So I'm happy with what we got. Since we lost to Fiorentina, we're 3 wins and a draw. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm good with that.
So let me challenge you here. Now, Carmelo says we've beaten no one, bro. Like a true Australian.
I don't want to hear Carmelo. No.
But look,
I don't want to hear we beaten no one, because we beat people that are put in front of us.
We haven't made a statement yet.
No.
No.
No. Okay, we haven't made a
Benjamin
statement.
says we even have a taste of a competition yet.
The statement we made was we came back from down 2-0 in the first half. One of the most dreadful halves I've seen Napoli play in a long time, since that 4-0 loss, and we saved ourselves from another embarrassment at the Maradona against Milan, and we came back and fought. And if we had another 2 minutes, we would have scored again. For Christ's sake, Kvaratskhelia had 3-2 on his foot, a centimeter to the left, and he would have scored. You know what I'm saying? Okay, fine. We haven't beat anybody yet, but we haven't played anybody yet. You would have won $800, right? And plus, we played. We were neck and neck with Real Madrid. So when you say we haven't beat anybody yet, what do you mean we haven't beat any? We barely played anybody yet. Let's play them first.
Okay.
You understand what November, December has coming? Atalanta, Real Madrid, Inter, Juve, Braga, Cagliari, Coppa Italia, Frosinone, Roma, Monza, Fiorentina, Supercoppa. I mean, gosh, we still got to play everybody.
We'll be out of contention by January. What motivation will this team have? Maybe Time Punk. I mean, this is, this is your take, and I respect it. I know you've been very active in Discord lately, but this is the thing I was talking about being. Now, listen, I'm being a negative Nelly today because I like to push Rafa's buttons.
Wait a minute.
Because it makes for a good
Before
rant.
You go on. Out of contention for what? The Scudetto? Because what would be a travesty? What would be a disaster is missing Champions League. That's what would be a disaster, is playing Europa League or Conference League next season, or no Europe. That would be a disaster. Okay, out of contention for the Scudetto, but still in the Champions League and possibly fighting for 2 titles, a Supercoppa and a Coppa Italia? Again, you would sign up for another Scudetto for sure, but it's never guaranteed. Nobody ever guaranteed Napoli's winning another Scudetto this season. So out of contention for what? I mean, come on, guys.
Garcia gives up on every game. Paul says. You're hurting Rafa's feelings to Rafa. They're just
they know it too, because they're laughing back there. I can hear them laughing. They're laughing at me. They're probably over there like, what are we gonna say to Dad next?
I love the kids. Foxtrot says Milan game showed how bad of a coach Garcia is. The players did the comeback themselves.
I agree. I agree.
Because
Listen, I'm
Garcia
not.
doesn't care to win. Does
I,
Garcia not care to
I
win,
don't
guys?
know about that. I don't know about that. I don't. I think that's crazy.
That's
You
hate.
don't.
That's
You're
hate.
not a.
That's salt.
No.
That's throwing
No,
salt
but
and
listen,
shade at
listen.
Garcia right
You're
now.
not a. You're not a. You're not a coach.
We should throw salt at Garcia.
You listen. Nobody here likes Garcia. I don't. I don't. Capricious. What the hell?
That's Ali
I
gave
don't.
us a new word.
That was it. Napoli,
Guys,
stop being capricious.
Capricious is defined to give sudden and unaccountable changes of mood or behavior in a sentence. It's terrible to feel our livelihood hinges on a capricious boss.
Oh my god.
Hashtag
If
VDL.
or Garcia.
Garcia. He's not the boss.
Well,
Aurelio's the boss.
he's the boss on the pitch.
Yeah, the boss on the pitch. Yeah.
Listen to me.
That's
Listen,
what you
Ralph,
want to
listen.
call it. Right?
Everybody listen to
Drink
me.
my
okay?
French water.
I'm not a fan of Rudy Garcia, okay? I'm not a fan of Rudy Garcia. I want him gone just as much as everybody does. But he's the manager and he's going to be for the rest of the season. So we just got to get behind it, okay? We have to. It's just the way it's going to be. We can say fire Garcia all year long, but once I love you too, Carmelo, very much. I love you too, you big son of a bee. But we just got to get behind it. It's not all is lost, man. Like let's see what happens in this big stretch, right? Again, I don't expect us to be in contention for Scudetto after Atalanta, Inter, Juve, Cagliari and Frosinone, even Roma. But you know what, man? It could happen to where we win. We get like 10 to 12 points out of those 15.
Hold on, Vincenzo
could
has a
happen.
snapback. Vincenzo got a snapback. The players did the comeback themselves. So who led Giroud scored in the first half? Rudy got a point, guys. He's got a point. If they won it themselves, they also went down themselves.
Also, not for nothing, but to take Garcia's side on the crazy that I'm taking his side. But what happened before that second half started? Rahmani came out. Who else came out? Rahmani came out. Someone else, two other players came out.
In the
right, Elmas came out, and
wasn't it Rui?
Mario Rui came out. For who? For
Oliveira.
For Oliveira, who's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
For come si chiama? Simeone. And for who was it that came in for Elmas? Doesn't matter. 3 changes. Ostigard. 3 changes were made at the half before Milan. And all of a sudden, we were this attacking, insane Napoli for the 20 minutes that we needed to be. And we managed a point against Milan being down 2-0, where they were red hot.
Antonio Pandolfi. He's with the French call Les Incompetents. I love that. It's Home Alone.
From Home Alone.
Great movie.
He's with the French call Les Incompetents.
Les Competents.
Listen.
All right, guys.
Garcia has a.
Get your beast of the match.
A little credit.
Let's get the beast of the match in the chat, guys. We're gonna get to that, and then we might have to cut out soonish, maybe right after that, Ralph. Yeah. Should have not started. We should have the Scudetto. I'll listen. Napoli Nation. This is Daniel Bowen. He's always had this mentality, so I'm gonna put it up because he always says this, and I love it.
He's always said this.
I love it. Napoli Nation TV, Mr. Daniel Bowen. We should have the Scudetto or bust mentality as a club by now. This also comes from ADL. He needs to.
Dude, it's funny when Dan says that, right? Scudetto or bust. Every year was bust. Last year was Scudetto. I told my dad the same thing. It's like my dad every year. This is the fucking year, God, baby. We're gonna win this thing, baby. We're gonna win this thing. I told my dad. I said, hey, one of these years you're going to be right. I mean, at some point we're going to win this thing, and we won, right? We won, guys. Listen, we're freaking out about this season. I know it sucks, but we won the Scudetto. Look at this. Look.
I wore my jersey
See,
today.
see this. This is a Scudetto. This is something we won last season. Remember, Carmelo, you were there. I was there. Dan Bowen, he was there. We were there. We won this thing last year. I don't really care if we win the Scudetto or not this year. I want to win it again for sure. I want to win it again soon for sure. I want to win it again before I die for sure. I want to bring the kids and Allie to Naples this time. I want to do this, right? But we won. We got our moment in the sun, guys. No one can ever take last season away from us. Everything we did last season, nobody could ever take that away from
I hear
us.
Dan
Ever.
screaming this right now. Dan is screaming this.
But nobody could take it away, but we did.
Damn it. All right, guys, beast of the match. Let's do it. Who was your beast match? Tell us in the comments, guys. If you're on the replay or the audio listeners, let us know in the live chat right now. It was I had it between two people, but ultimately I kind of went with Raff.
I'd like to know who else you had it. I had nobody else, honestly.
I had one of the guys. Let's
ahead.
Let's put it up, guys. Here we go. Beast of the match. Salernitana v Napoli. Let's go. I think we're gonna catch shit for this one too, man.
No way. No way. Not the way he's been playing lately. Matias Oliveira, congratulations. This may be his first ever beast of the match. I don't think we gave him
we did. He got one in the Champions League. I'm pretty sure of that.
He did.
Yeah, he Oliveira, I remember getting
last season.
He got one last season. He didn't get one this season.
I'll have to go through my book and see. But yeah, dude, this I mean, guys, and I'm a big proponent I'm a big proponent of Mario Rui over Oliveira, but he played very, very good. He played very good. And one that one play that led to the second goal did it for me. Like, that was it. When he hit that, I was like, okay.
And he was all the way on the right. I mean, he ran all the way to the right side for that goal.
But then I looked at his numbers, right? And was like, yeah, this is it. Ground duels.
Because I think this is how you won.
Okay, ready? Okay. So I'll go up there. So Foot Mob rated him at 8.8. He was man of the match, right? Played 90 minutes, had an assist. That second goal was even though it's weird. Foot Mob gave him an assist, but I don't think Serie A gives assists or anyone gives assists on like a play where if a player takes it from midfield all the way to goal, like on his own, I think they wipe the assist out, like after a couple touches. I know in fantasy, in Fantacalcio, they don't. I'll have to see who has Oliveira and if they got an assist this weekend. That's interesting. But anyway, Foot Mob gave him the assist. He had 43 of 51 accurate passes. He had created one chance, which was that assist. 77 touches. Touches in opposition box, one. That's what I'm saying. Salernitana gave us nothing, right? But one pass into the final third. But here's where I went nuts, right? 9 recoveries, 11 ground duels won out of 11. 100% ground duels. 11. He won every ground duel, and he only lost one aerial duel. He won 3 of 4. So he won 14 duels all game. And in my opinion, that's just 11 defensive actions. Like, I mean, again, only one clearance, one headed clearance, one interception, but there was not a lot to do for the defense. But in a game where there was not a lot to do for the defense, he did a lot. So I think that's where he warrants a beast of the match.
I'm with you there, Rafa. I personally had Lobo or even Raspa. Yep. Lobo or Raspa for me, at least, So if you want to name my top 3 going from the back to the front, it was going to be Oliveira, Lobo, and Raspadori. Raspadori on his. Hey, be nice, guys, in the chat here. Everybody got their opinion, but we won't have people fighting. But
so I do think Raspadori's due for one, but I'm not sure. Like he had a few good games. The 3 goals is good, but like I don't know. I don't see him as having been beastly in these last 3 games. Lobotka, there's a very good shout for that because he played great too. Assist, he was Lobotka of old, so that is a very good shout. So I appreciate that.
I'll bring Rui back already.
Say that again.
Too limited. Guys, chill out in the chat. Chill out in the
He
chat. We're
so
getting
wait,
emotional here.
he said he did. Who said that? Anna, we did well this game. Now bring Rui back.
Yeah. Oh, Anna says, okay, he did well this time. Agreed. Now bring Rui back already. That's fine.
Yeah, so that's my hey, beast of the match. There you go.
I don't get ADL is gonna roll. I think like overall as a fan base, we have way too many assumptions as to what we're gonna do. Like we weren't gonna buy a left back, we bought a left back. We're not gonna have a striker. We've always had a striker. We're gonna be a mid-table team. We're not a mid-table team, guys. Let me put this back on. Stop being capricious. Thank you, Ali, again. Like, why do we always like jump to the worst possible scenario of what's going to happen to this team? We have been consistently improving. We won a Scudetto. And I was saying this again. We've said it. I think we've said it almost a couple times this season, Rafa.
Mm-hmm.
It wins 9 in a row. Nobody else won. And we were the only anti-Juve for those 9 years for the most part.
Yeah.
Finally get one. We finally win a Scudetto. Nobody has won back-to-back Scudettos since Juve.
Since Juventus, yeah.
Okay? And all of a sudden, we expect to come back after last season and win it again in the same style and fashion? No.
Not in the same style and fashion.
I'm
for
pissed.
Sure.
Listen, I'm not happy about Rudy Garcia. I'm not happy with, not 100%. I didn't like the Salernitana game, even though we won. I'm not happy about the way the team is responding to him. I'm not happy about the motivation. I'm a little bit mad that, ADL is running his mouth again, but it always seems to go back to the same shit. We're talking about in these chats about how Napolitani don't want to win, but then we go and bash the fucking team that we're going to be mid-table again, and here comes the return of mediocrity. When have we ever been mediocre in the past 10 years?
We've not been mediocre. We've not been mediocre since Roberto Donadoni.
Be consistent. If you're always been a hater, then always be a hater. But don't tell me we're going to be mediocre and we're going to be a mid. I don't want to hear this we're a mid-table team shit.
We've never been a mid-table team. We've never been a mid-table team.
Since
the last time we were a mid-table team was in 2009, guys. So I don't know where this mid-table team. Who's saying we're a mid-table team though? That's my question.
Fans, just fans.
Okay, but we're not. We've not been a mid-table team. We've not been even with Gattuso, Ralph. Even with Gattuso, we finished in 7th, which isn't mid-table. It's still Europe. We won the Coppa Italia that year. So we finished like 13th with Roberto Donadoni. That's it.
The bar has
and then Serie C and Serie B.
The bar has been set higher. The bar has been set high for a while. Listen, ever since we started qualifying for Europe, the bar has been set higher. Ever since ADL bought this team, the bar has been set higher. Do you understand we haven't won since 1989? I mean, the bar has been set higher since we've been trying, guys. And now that we won one, it's like we got a taste of it, right? We got a taste of it. Now we want it again so bad. And if we're not going to get it, oh, shit.
Listen,
to be on top, to be a
champ.
Of course.
Everybody wants to win the Scudetto. And not only one team gets to do it every year. And we did it last year. And we're reigning Scudetto winners. Like, we're the champions of Italy right now. This season, we call ourselves champions of Italy no matter what happens until the end of the season. We are still champions right now. When you hear for the Italian champions, that's us, guys. That's us. We won it. We won it.
Cannot creep in, Dan. Mediocrity cannot creep in. It's not creeping in. Milan is so. I mean, Roma is so fucking overrated, bro.
No,
they're so overrated, man. They had us in 7th place last season, guys. Do you remember that? Roma was supposed to finish the odds. Remember last season? We were supposed to be out of the top 4.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
The league in the first half. We won.
Where did they have us this season? Where did they have us this season? 2nd, 3rd?
I think so.
Where did everybody have us this season? Did they have 4th, us even in Europe? 4th.
I don't know.
Okay.
Might have been 4th.
Well, we're 1 point from 3rd. We're guys, it's still only November. Let's also not forget that. It's still only game 11 of 38.
Right.
We haven't even started the second half of the group stage of Champions League yet.
Yeah.
Calma. We'll be fine. We'll be fine doesn't mean we're going to win the Scudetto. We'll be fine means we're going to get back to the Champions League. We're going to go deep in the Champions League this season. We may win a cup. I'd like to win Super Cup, but that would be nice. It's not the most important thing, but any trophy for me is important. Any trophy for me is important. No, we really have to stop and think to ourselves, like the mediocrity talk is a little crazy in my opinion, because this team is the same team as last season. We got a coach that doesn't really fit. The coach doesn't. Okay, let's put it this way: coach doesn't fit our style, doesn't fit our schematics. It was not the right move from ADL, but we have to move. We have to continue with this move, okay? Because we're not bringing in a top-level coach in January.
Nope.
It's not happening. So let's just ride the season out, see where it takes us, because it's not going to take us anywhere lower than 4th, in my opinion. We're going to make the Champions League. I don't think there are 2 or 3 better teams than us in this league. I think there's one better team than us overall, and that's Inter. That's what I think. I don't think Juve's better than us.
Headed for the Coppa Cannoniero, probably.
Bro, all we need is 1 or 2 goals against Juve nice and early. They're screwed. Okay? That's all we need. And I'd like to get a draw from Inter, and we're good. I'm good with that. But there's no way we're going to finish in a mediocre position. I don't know where people are coming up with this mid-table thing. It's nonsense. Mid-table nonsense. Absolutely nonsense.
I'm going to put on some closing music, guys, because we got to cut out. Let's do it.
I mean, are we playing the way we should be playing? Of course not. But mid-table? I don't know about that, guys. Come on. That's pretty crazy. 6:30 a.m. Sunday on the East. Napoli. Tomorrow, though, it's Napoli Union Berlin at the Maradona. Napoli have not played the best at the Maradona. All of their shortcomings have come at the Maradona this season. However, Union Berlin has lost 12 straight games. They are, I think they're dead last in the German league, and it doesn't look good. No, they're not. They're 1 point from last. They're in 16th with 6 points, but dead last is 5. I expect a right drubbing tomorrow. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to win big. I think we're going to have the crowd ready for us. And, we beat Berlin in that environment that they have, the crazy environment where the fans don't stop. Even when they lose, they don't stop cheering. But put my prediction lineup. It has Rui on the left. Nathan back with Rachmani. And the same team, Ralph. Meret, Di Lorenzo, Rachmani, Nathan Rui, Anguissa, Lobotka, Zielinski, Politano, Raspadori, Kvaratskhelia. Same team.
I think
against Union Berlin.
If Rui starts, I want to see Simeone, and then we'll score.
I agree with that. I agree with this too. Napoli Nation. Dan says we are still the best team on paper, so let's see what happens with I don't
schedule
coming up. Yeah. Forza Napoli Center. Thank you, Dan. By the way, Dan Bowen is now in California. I don't know if you know this, Ralph. He moved from Italy to California. He's living in California now. So I was gonna say big ups to Dan for being awake at 3:29 p.m., but it's actually 6:29 p.m. in California. So thanks for watching. I'm happy that I'm not happy that he's back in California because Napoli is, Italy is the most beautiful place to live, and we've talked privately about him moving back, but I'm happy that he's able to catch us live. I think that's cool.
It's been a while.
He's in Cali now, so he can catch us live. Surf's up, dude. What's up, dude? How's the food? We know how the food is. Terrible. But anyway, yeah, man. So Napoli with a win tomorrow, and hopefully a Real Madrid win against Braga. Napoli would only need 1 point from their next 2 games to qualify for the next round of the Champions League. The problem is, it's Real Madrid, and then it's Braga. So we got to get a point. We have to win tomorrow and then get a point. Hope Real Madrid wins so that, if Real Madrid wins tomorrow, they're in the next round. And then the game between us, I think on the 25th, is just pretty much a love fest. Let us get a point, and we'll see you later. We'll see you in the knockouts,
All right, guys. So thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you again to all the audio listeners as well on the replay. We appreciate the support. Rafa, great show as always. And
thank you. Sorry for the audio problems in the beginning.
No. Again, guys, just keep in mind we'll probably be moving to Tuesday nights from here forward.
That's right.
Stay tuned in the Discord. We'll give you more information about that. But keep that in mind. But until next time, guys, tomorrow, Forza Napoli against Berlin. Make sure to catch the game. I will be working, so I won't be in the Discord game thread. But if you guys can make it in there, it's always a lot of fun. So go check
I'll
it
try
out.
to be in there tomorrow. I'll try to be in there tomorrow for you guys. No worries. I got you.
All right. But until then, guys, Forza Napoli. Campione d'Italia.
Campione d'Italia. Campione d'Italia.
All right, guys. Ciao. Y'all be good now.